Good morning, Greenhouse.
Good morning.
Happy Easter.
Good morning, Greenhouse, and happy Easter. Happy Easter.
Happy
Easter. We're so glad that you're here this morning. And today is a happy day. It's a time to celebrate because Jesus has risen from the dead. Hooray!
Hooray!
Yay! Do you remember the story of Easter? Today, Easter Day, is a happy day. But last week was kind of a sad week. It's called Holy Week. A lot of people back then in Jesus' time did not believe that Jesus was the Son of God and that he was sent to rescue them. And it made them so angry when Jesus would call himself the Son of God, and it made them want to kill him.
That's sad.
Yeah. Last week, what we call Holy Week, is the week that Jesus died on the cross to save us. And it was so sad for Jesus' friends and for his family, and it's sad for us too, right? But today is the day when everything changed. 3 days after Jesus died on the cross, he rose up from the dead and his tomb was empty. This is the story of Easter.
My daddy told me all about it.
Okay.
All of it. I have a game out there at my house, and it also records new games of Jesus.
Long ago, Jesus and his disciples were at their Last Supper. There was Peter, Jesus, I think Judas was there.
Matthew, John, Thomas. There was one that started with an A. Andrew? Wait, it might be Adam. Jesus was telling them that he was gonna die on the cross. They said, is that why we're having the feast? So it's really true that you're gonna die. And Jesus told them, yeah, because the bread represents my body and the wine represents my blood.
Jesus said, "Come here," and he washed their feet. Peter said, "But you can't do this for us. You're Jesus, you're the God from above." But then Jesus said, "No, I need to wash away your feet." Judas one day was walking and he saw these guards. And these guards were like, "Hey, do you want some money? We'll come and give you some." And Judas was like, Judas was paid a lot of money back then, which was probably like
$5, 5 or 4.
to try to get Jesus to fall into the trap, even though Jesus probably already knew it was coming. Judas went to the bad side, or known as the dark side.
Jesus was arrested by those soldiers.
And they forced him to carry this cross.
They whipped him and put a crown on him. Not like the shiny gold crown that a king would have. But I mean, it was just made out of thorns. They took him upstairs and put him on a cross and nailed him on his hands and his feet.
And all these people had torches.
They said, why do you save other people, but why can't you save yourself? I don't believe that he is the Son of God.
Stop it. This is not right. He's our Savior. He has done miracles. Why are you doing this to him? And then he said, "It's finished." And he died.
They put him in a big hole. Oh yeah, right. The tomb. And put a rock there. And the soldiers were guarding the big giant circle rock so people wouldn't see him when he was dead. And then he raised 3 days later.
The guard found that there was nobody in the grave.
Jesus wasn't there.
Jesus wasn't there.
Jesus was gone.
Then a lot of Marys came over to visit Jesus to bring spices to put in Jesus' tomb.
They found an angel sitting on top of the rock and they were afraid. Because I never seen an angel, I think.
Where was Jesus?
He rose from the dead.
Jesus wasn't there anymore, only the cross. So the Marys were like, how is that happening? Like, how on earth is this happening? How is he risen from the dead? Nobody's ever done that before. That's crazy. The angel's like, God did it, man. So they were super shocked and they went back to the other disciples. Hey, guess what? Jesus has arisen from the dead. He's not in his tomb anymore.
The disciples didn't believe them because they might have not seen it. I don't know if Jesus is alive or not. Jesus appeared to a room where all his old friends were.
Surprise! I'm rising in the front of you.
Was that a ghost?
How is this person risen from the dead? Is he like a zombie or something?
He was like, it's true because I want to save you guys. And I'm not joking about this because when I'm talking about this kind of stuff, I don't joke about it. But you are Jesus, so I think we need to go back to believing in you and stuff.
And Jesus told the disciples to tell everybody the good news.
He was alive because he was magical, and
He said, I've risen from the dead. I will return back to heaven, and you will too if you believe in me if I am your savior.
As soon as he was with his friends and he was praying, a fluffy seatbelt of clouds lifted him back to heaven.
He was flying, and we were all like, what? All the disciples were like, there's so many wacky things happening now. What's happening?
Easter isn't really about getting eggs and eating chocolate or anything. Yeah, some people think that might be what it is, but it's not.
It's a miracle how he put himself in the world with other people, and he shared his gift with them.
We honor Easter because we want to love him too.
Are you going to tell us?
Yeah, today we will be making a tomb.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus' tomb.
Jesus' tomb. If you picked up a Greenhouse Easter bag from church, you have everything that you need for the craft. But if you did not pick one up from church, that's okay because I'm going to tell you everything that you need to make it. Like Louisa said, our craft today is an empty tomb to remind us that Jesus, his body was placed in the tomb, and 3 days after he died, he rose from the tomb, and it was empty. So for the craft, if you didn't get a bag, you need a plate. You picked a green plate because the ground is green. You need glue, plate, or a piece of cardboard or something.
On the back it says school glue.
And you need
It says school glue.
some Easter grass. Easter grass. You need half of an Easter egg. It doesn't matter which half. Do you want the long one or the short one?
Then there's going to be more space.
And then we use these small crosses, which are in your bags. And if you don't have a bag, then you could make a cross out of toothpicks or cardboard, anything to make a small cross. And you need air dry clay. And I'll put the recipe for the air dry clay here right now. So take a screenshot or write it down or something. Okay, so we're gonna open our air dry clay, and it's gray because we want it to look like a rock, like a tomb. And there should be enough clay in your bag for each kid at your house. So we're doing 2. So I'm going to break it into 2 pieces, sort of make it a ball. Kind of divide, however many kids are in your house, divide it into that many pieces of clay.
Yeah, but if there's like 10, you might have to make it super tiny.
And then you take the half of your Easter egg and you stick it right in the middle of your clay like this. Can you do this? Get your egg. It's right there. Get your egg and put it right in the middle.
No, I'm and push it down.
Yep, and then what?
Push it down till it's at the very bottom, and then you cover it with it. And you can also put like a bit of it inside to keep it in place.
Yeah. So you can fold, mold your clay around your egg like this, and you can kind of push it.
Did you say egg?
Yeah, this is an egg.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the clay. Well, there was actually a YouTube video, and it was a picture for princesses, and
Put it all the way around our half of our Easter egg. You can mold it on the inside if you want. The ones we made last week, we used colorful eggs. Maybe your egg is colorful, and that's kind of like a happy sign on the inside that Jesus isn't there. Some of them are kind of shiny on the inside, depending on which kind of egg you got. Take your tomb and you kind of place it on your plate and smush it down so it doesn't roll around, so that the bottom's a bit flat. Yep. And then what?
Then we get the glue stick.
We just kind of swirled it all over the rest of our plate like this. This part is a bit messy.
My hands are already messy. On the clay. I got some on my tomb. Ah!
Okay, now take your Easter grass, and this is going to be the grass that's around our tomb.
But
just sprinkle it around.
If you didn't get the bag, you can just get some grass from your backyard.
Yeah. Then you need to sweep after this. What's the last step?
With the cross, and then just put it on in the middle on top.
So you just stick it right in.
The very top.
And then you have your empty tomb Easter craft.
This is the reveal of ours.
Here's the reveal. And here's the ones, I want to show the one you made last week.
Oh yeah,
What's it? Yeah, that's yours. Or you can hold this one if you want.
This is the one that my mom made last week, and this is the one that I made.
And in a couple days, the clay will dry, and it turns into looking much like a rock.
But also, if you want, you can go ahead and get the glue back, and then lift your tomb up, and then put some glue here, so your tomb will stay in place.
Or once your tomb is dry after a couple of days, you can take it off of your plate if you want and put it on a shelf somewhere to remember Easter, just like that.
You can even take a screenshot of this and then copy it.
We hope that you enjoyed our Easter craft today, and we hope you have a great Easter day, and I hope you get to spend it with your family and with your friends. And what? We'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
And cut. Oh yeah.